Alright, what's up guys? So I'm just gonna do a quick video update for you guys on BTC USD and Ethereum USD. I'm going to upload this onto my YouTube, and later today and a couple of hours I will do a more detailed explanation and a call update for you guys in the official calls channel. So what I'm looking for here right now, let's first take a look at Ethereum versus USDT, because this was the actual setup that I posted. We have now hit take profit 1, and I've taken 20% off of my position. I've entered, like I showed you in my private channel in the Discord, I showed you that I entered 50% of my position up in this area. I had 25% down here and 25% down here. So I only got filled on 50% of my position, which means I still have orders down here. I'm not really sure about this, to be honest. I am probably going to keep my orders down here because, as you can see, this area right here, this whole buy zone hasn't really been tested properly yet. So I do think we might actually get a retrace down and a retest of this area. So I'm going to keep my orders down here, and with the profits taken up here, I might reduce my risk and lower my position on this one, because I do consider this to be a first retest, right? So I do consider this to be a first retest, but we haven't had the first retest of the most, like, the immediate high pre-breakout, right? So I still think a wick down into this buy area is probable, but because it's the second retest, I will wait. I will reduce my risk, because the first test is the best test, and the first test has the highest probability of a bounce. Now this is going to be the second retest. Looking at the 4-hour, we also had an immediate retest, but it's going to be like a nice rounded retest on the 4-hour if we get a couple of 4-hour open and closes up here. If we continue higher on Ethereum USD, I will look at this area to the left here as our next possible support, where we could get a fill on another trade. Let's extend it up to this area, something like that. So that setup would be an exact repeat of this one, right? And the details of this setup is probably going to be dependent on how price action actually looks when we get the breakout. But if we get a retrace here, I will fill some orders down here. We get a breakout above, let's say, $220. If we get a breakout about 220, I will look for the exact repeat of this structure. I will cover this in detail in a written text update in the official call channel later today. So that's what I'm watching on Ethereum. Let's take a look at BTC USD. So I did follow setup similar to the one posted in the official call channel. I did layer some bids inside this green area. I did get filled on this one, but I only got filled 33%, so not a big position. I took some profits up here. My spot BTC exposure that I had before got stopped out in the trailing stop up here. So, you know, not the best stop, to be honest. I could probably have just stayed in this position, would probably be the best case, but I'm very conservative with my losses. I try to lose absolutely minimum. I try to preserve my capital as much as possible, so I like to have my trailing stops tight, and I want to enter quickly after getting stopped out if the price action is looking bullish. Right now we are getting bullish price action on the 1 hourly chart, because we have a low, low. So we're having lower lows and lower highs on the 1 hour. Potential bullish break in market structure. We have already seen the bullish break in market structure on the hourly. We are about to see a potential bullish break in market structure on the 4-hour with a low, higher low, potentially a new higher low here. We got a high, higher high, and a potentially a new higher high here. So it's looking pretty bullish on the 1 hour and the 4-hour. How's the daily looking? The daily is looking not really well. If we can continue up here to create a higher high here and a lower high here, that's going to be a bullish market structure on the daily. We have not seen that yet. I do expect this 10.5k area, 10.2 to 10.5k area up in this region to act as strong resistance. So as long as we break above that area, I'm going to be bullish on the weekly and daily timeframes on Bitcoin. But keep in mind that this setup is geared towards a potential bullish break in market structure in the lower time frames, right? So what am I looking for on Bitcoin? Well, I have filled 50% of my position down here, and I took some profits up here. Will I be buying on the way down? Yes, I will be buying on the way down with reduced risk, as we already had the first retest here. Next retest will be the second retest, and that will actually be the potential start of a bearish market structure on the 1 hour, because then we will have, you know, this type of structure with, you know, potential lower lows and lower highs. So gotta be careful on that one. And what you want to do in that case is either reduce your risk down here, you know, take profits here, reduce your risk down in this entry because it's a second retest and a potential bearish break in market structure, or you can actually also wait for the actual bounce, and that's going to look like this, like wick down, reclaim. You buy the reclaim. Do not buy the first retest. Wait for the stop loss to get taken out. Wait for a move up, and then another reclaim, and you buy this. For this type of trading, you need to be more active and actually watch the chart. I do recommend setting alerts. An alert down here, and, you know, just alerts on the way down to, and alerts above, of course, if you get a breakout, just to, so that you don't have to watch the chart 24/7. Just put alerts, go away, take it easy, be patient, wait for this trade to emerge. All right, so that's just a quick update on Ethereum and Ethereum USDT and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will make, as I said, a new update in the official call channel on BTC USD and Ethereum USD in a couple of hours. Just gonna get lunch ready and everything. So yeah, take care guys, and see you in a couple of hours.